Do you think George Santos was the first man to ever use Rhode Beauty tripeptide lip serum at the Capitol building? You motherfuckers better kiss right now during Kiss Me More, and then we had to kiss?
Oh, yeah, that was really scary. If you brought your grandfather to a Doja Cat concert and you wore a blue off-white hoodie, f*** you. Kurtis Conner didn't watch
Kurtis Conner.
He watched that of my video, and he got naked on It's a Small World.
So where's Daddy taking us tonight?
Don't talk to me until I've had my gun.
Never ask a woman her age, her weight, or where she was January 6th, 2021. You wouldn't know Iconic if it fucking hit you in the face.
Hey, I'm Nicole.
That's Nicole.
And I'm Jake.
That's Jake.
Who's that?
And this is Talk
Nasty to Me.
It's just really hard, like, doing a podcast from the side view now, like my profile, because I have to be mewing all the time now because I'm, like, hyper aware that
You're looks maxing. You're really looks maxing during our podcast? I'd appreciate it if you...
I'm always looks maxing. There is not a moment that I'm not looks maxing. If looks maxing has 0 fans, then I am dead. Cowboy might join. His tail might get into the shot.
Come here.
I realize that my life is so much more interesting, like, when I'm not traveling, when I'm not, like, a well-traveled woman. And, like, you know, last time I didn't have too much to say because I was just... you know, a very cultured, well-rounded, traveled woman. And now that I've been home, I'm terrorized. I have stories. I have things to
Trauma.
say. Yeah.
It's all bubbling back up.
And
you forgot it all in... Where were you?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at our audience member.
I know. Wait, it's kind of nice. I feel like, oh my gosh, his eyes are undilated. Hi.
He doesn't look like he's on acid for once in his life.
Yeah, every time I look at Cowboy, his eyes are like black holes on his face. Like, they're so wide.
Yeah, he went fucking viral. Not to use that term lightly. I don't know. My fucking opinion, 10 million views is a little...
Really?
10 million on, like, TikTok, and then, like, another, like, 8 million on Instagram.
Cowboy, good. Wow.
For being stupid, for being a little dummy.
And you know what?
And I say that in an
He has
endearing
no
way.
idea.
I love him
He doesn't
so much.
even
No,
know.
he doesn't know. He has no idea that I talk about him.
He doesn't even know what's happening right now.
No.
I don't, like... I wish if we had someone working the camera, like everyone could see, but he really just... There he goes.
That's my man.
There's a plastic bag above Nicole's head right now, where the shower head is.
Because I'm fucking sick of it. Also, shout out to the person who drew us.
Yeah, that was so cute.
In the podcast, you should insert it. It was
I will.
So fucking cute. We were actually...
I'll ask them for permission, too.
Oh, okay, good.
And I'll give them credit.
Good. As you should.
I learned from last week.
No, that person did such an amazing job at drawing us, and that was so sweet. And we both started, like, crying. We were both at the Doja Cat concert.
The first one.
The first, which I always...
How dickish do we sound? Oh, the first one.
Listen, for me, concerts are, like, part of my personality at this point because I like to go to so many. But when I was a kid, I never went to concerts. Like, I never ever had the opportunity to go to concerts until, like, my very first one that I saved up for. And I think then I was, like, 14 years old, and it was Macklemore. I went to, like, the Roots Picnic Festival, and I saw Grimes. I saw Solange. I saw Grimes before I even saw Macklemore. But anyway.
Did he sing Huffa, Huffa?
Yes, he did.
He did?
He did.
It's like in the first grade, I thought I was gay.
It was the third.
Whatever.
It matters.
Well, for me, it was the first, so.
That's when.
But I wasn't good at like cleaning my room.
Oh.
Or drawing.
Oh. Is that what he said? That's what made him gay?
Yeah, he was like, cause I could draw and I kept my room straight.
Yes. That was the love of my life. And so I don't even play about that. Like, I absolutely do love that man to bits and pieces.
My friends went to an Usher concert when we were in, like...
For their first concert?
For their first concert. And their parents took them and they were like, we're leaving.
He's, like, grinding on people.
Yes!
Did they actually let... All of them left?
They were in the first grade.
And they left? If you paid for the tickets, then stay. What the hell? That's a waste of money.
I don't know how long they were there. Maybe they just left a little early.
Just close your eyes
their
while
bedtimes. They had
Usher's
school the next
grinding
day.
on people. Anyway, I as a kid did not get to go to concerts.
Sorry.
I as a kid did not get to go to concerts. And so for me, that's like the one thing that I always really wanted to do. Like, I was always really jealous that like my friends were going to like Jonas Brothers concerts and Hannah Montana concerts. And I was like, what the fuck? So I like make it my life goal and mission. And I don't really go out a lot in general, so I kind of save my money in that sense. So I like to justify that I'm like, I should be able to go to concerts. That's like my one big expense that I do.
Yeah, we were talking about that because neither of us really like go like club
Yeah.
or anything
Yeah.
or like go drinking. So it was like,
first of all, I bought these tickets months and months and months and months and months ago for Jake and I to be in the 5th row in front of Doja Cat. I'm not gonna like harp on the concert too much because like when people talk about like TV shows and books that like no one else has read, that it's like boring. But I feel like it's important, and I have notes. I have notes
about
and things to say, and Clementine does too. That's right. So basically, essentially, Clementine, mommy's talking about Doja Cat and the Illuminati right now. She has something to say. I bought these tickets back in like early this year, and we were so excited to go because Jake and I have been fans of Doja Cat since literally Hot Pink when we were juniors in college, and we worked together. And we have like this cute little video of us dancing to Say So, and that was just like very much so very important to us.
It was an era in our lives for sure.
Yeah, so it was very full circle for us, like 4 years later, to be able to go to a Doja Cat concert, let alone like be 5th row at her first tour. So,
well, and like she never had any tours when we were fans of her because immediately after Hot Pink, COVID. Yeah.
So that was like really important. And then I have this whole thing where like I cry to Say So all the time. Like I don't know why. There's videos of me online crying to Say So. Like it is just so nostalgic for me. Do you want to hear me wheezing?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know why. Okay? I didn't.
You've been doing that a lot.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
First they do this in my apartment tour, and now
it's like yesterday we were filming our apartment tour, which just went up today.
Christ.
So like I just want everyone to realize like how fast the turnaround is on videos right now. Because yesterday we filmed it, and then literally yesterday at like what 8 o'clock.
9
we filmed it, and she had it out 24 hours later. But we were filming it, and the entire time Cowboy and Clementine were just playing with toys that basically they never touch.
No.
Like that one with the ball going around it. It's just and I was just like, of course. That just makes sense.
That's them. But it's because they're attracted, like whenever they hear our voice, then they want to come and hang out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually pretty cute.
That is cute.
But yes, we were really excited about the concert, and we wanted to go, and we were so excited. So we spent the day in New York City, and we had a plan, and everything was all good. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have one drink. I will let myself
You were
have
drinking?
one drink. Listen.
Oh my god. You just didn't tell anyone. I'm just kidding.
You didn't even give me a chance to rebuttal that and give something back. Yes, Jake, I was drinking. I drank a lot, okay?
Oh my god.
I love drinking. I had a drink.
And you were driving us. You drove us there.
Yeah,
Damn.
and back.
No, we don't play about.
This is the fucking emergency intercom.
We don't play. Don't fucking joke about that. We don't.
But I had one drink. I had one little simple fucking drink, and I know what happens to me. I cannot drink because my stomach does not allow me to anymore. I am not at the ripe age of 15 anymore drinking. Like I'm just
You're not 15?
Not anymore, believe it or not.
Oh my god.
I'm not 15 anymore in like my
I'm still 15.
field hockey what are they called? Captain's house, drinking in her house while her mom is there and present.
Wow.
Like I'm not doing, and I'm sleeping on the floor and telling my mom that I'm at like a field hockey party. I'm not doing that anymore.
That's crazy.
What's
stopping you?
My fucking stomach. My stomach, that's what's stopping me. I literally cannot have a single drink or else something really evil and sinister will happen to me. So I just choose not to. And then I can't smoke weed because then I get really scared. So it's like I have two options to have fun. It's get really scared or shit my brains out. And it's like, oh, which one am I gonna choose? And so it's like, oh, I always have to be the boring, sober friend who like drives, which is like a benefit to everyone else. But then I'm like boring and no one likes me because I'm like, well, guys, I'm not doing anything. Yeah. And I'm like, well, you have two options. Either I'm gonna shit in your house or I'm gonna be really scared and you might have to take me to the hospital because I will become unconscious because of how scared I become and my heart is that fast.
Sometimes we have like a separate group chat where like, should we like do like drugs tonight? And everyone's like, oh, we just don't feel like taking Nicole to the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's another group chat. Oh, should we drink tonight? And it's like, oh, no we just like call the plumber because
Nicole clogged
the toilet really fucking bad.
Yeah.
So
again.
It's hard. So I pick and choose my battles, but that night, the Doja Cat night 1, Eras Tour night 1.
You chose your battle.
I chose my battle. I said, I'm going to shit myself.
And you lost the battle.
And I fucking lost. It was alcohol v. Nicole, and alcohol won. And it was one simple fucking drink. I didn't even feel anything. So I didn't even get any of the benefits. I wasn't drinking it for
That's
the
why I don't
taste.
drink. It's because it takes forever to feel any benefits. Like, I don't even like the feeling. But, like, it takes forever, and it takes a shit ton of money to feel anything.
It didn't used to. Up until I was on SSRIs, I felt everything. I could have half a drink, and I was like, woo! Yeah! But then it also might
I'll be shitting tomorrow!
It might be because I was 15. So.
Yeah.
But now, I think it's the combination of the medication that I'm on and everything else. I don't feel it. I'm shitting there's nothing fun. So, anyway, it sucks. So,
Well, and while you were shitting yourself the next day, we were texting, and you were like, I'm literally shitting my brains out right now. And I was like, me too.
That's the point.
But I didn't have anything to drink.
Can you insert the photo that I sent you while I was on the toilet?
Yes, it was very funny.
And I know, like, some people don't like poop conversations, so I'm going to keep it to, like, a minimum. But when I say that it was so horribly, like... Stop biting your nails when I'm talking about me shitting myself.
Liquid?
It's making me nervous.
I'm nervous.
No, it was genuinely like, I was like, oh no, this is something different. Like, this is like, there's like, you know, there's pooping, there's shitting, and then there's like a secret third thing. And that's what this was.
Damn.
And so, I felt really close and connected to you when we were texting each other, and then you said that you also were, and I was like, fuck, I can't leave the house.
We've synced, like, in more ways than... we realized.
You were supposed to come to my house that night and help me record the apartment tour, and I was like, I really don't want to. I was like, not only am I like severely dehydrated right now and like really like keeled over because my
But I didn't know that you were
bad.
doing that at the time.
Right, but you were supposed to come over later, and I was like, I'll buy you dinner. I was like, dinner is the last thing I'm thinking about right now.
I need to get through this shit.
And then you text me maybe like 6 minutes later, and
I texted you in the bathroom.
Yes.
Like, I was still shitting, and I was like,
I think I might have been too.
oh, Doja's playing Newark, New Jersey
That's
tonight.
only a 2-hour drive away from you.
Like, literally, I was like, do you want to go?
And I was like, absolutely, because
You were like, I can't film a video. Like, I cannot film an apartment video tour tonight.
No.
But...
I will go to a Doja Cat
I will go to a
concert
Doja Cat concert.
Also,
for the second night in a row.
You should know that I am the person to do repeat things. I am the same bitch that watched Perks Being a Wallflower twice in theaters on the same day.
Yeah, you definitely... Not even that. You've watched Perks of Being a Wallflower more times than probably the Academy Awards.
No, not anymore. I don't watch
but
it that often.
I'm saying in your life. You are the type of bitch to do something again.
I've gotten better. I don't watch that anymore because I am now in tune with my feelings, and I realize that shit makes me sad. So I can't keep watching that.
And it's hard to see Melissa Linsky
her too. Yes.
play that role.
Also, additionally, like, there's something about watching like a suicidal teenage boy that like it makes you sad. And like,
what?
Yeah, I know. And like,
no.
Yeah. So I'm done watching sad movies.
Damn.
And that was a realization that I had to have with myself, and I'm really proud of myself for having that. But Booksmart, I can watch over and over and over and over again, and everyone hates me for it. I will watch the same video over and over. I will do everything over and over.
You are watching Sex Education again for the second time.
I forgot about that. I'm gonna pick that back up tonight.
You're welcome.
Big Mouth. I'll rewatch Big Mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Big Mouth is my favorite anime. I have a lot of friends who are into anime. Like, okay, you. And
I'm not into anime.
Didn't you like watch like a series or two?
Which one?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen like.
Sorry,
I mean, I've watched like Pokemon.
Oh no, I'm just mixing up all my friends. You guys are all like the same to me, but
that's good.
Like G and Caleb and Brad and Adam.
Kaylee likes anime.
They all love anime, and like I feel like I can't contribute to the conversation, so I always just say like, oh my god, Big Mouth is my favorite anime. But
I love the fight scenes.
Yeah. I'm actually going to make you watch an episode after we're done with this.
We've watched episodes together. We watched the Mons Pubis one.
Oh, because that was important.
Because we needed to talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, what were we talking about? We were talking about
Doja
shitting
Cat.
ourselves. Doja Cat, anime. You doing the same thing over and over. I can do the same thing over and over again. I'm like a creature. I'm a woman of habit. I'm a woman of routine. It might have something to do with the illness that I have being all about routine and feeling comfort in that.
I don't think I'd have ever seen that.
Yeah, you're right.
No.
Probably not.
That doesn't sound real.
So when you said, would you be willing to drop everything, your dehydrated ass, and go drive 2 hours immediately? Because we need to leave right then and there.
You put the tushy on max overdrive, and you said, I'm getting ready for Doja Cat.
I put the tushy on the power wash setting.
Yeah, it was like, her tushy does a cool thing where it goes like, and like, Nicole's hole.
You know those videos
so
where
clean.
people are like cleaning the driveways and it changes color?
Yeah.
That happens to like the first layer of my skin.
It gave you like an enema.
Oh, I've been getting enemas. Like I have been. What are those things called? Colonics. I learned about a colonic through a book. They pump water into you.
Yes.
Into your. Why didn't you tell me about this?
Why? Because you want to do that?
That sounds so fun for me. As a person who like is genuine, like.
You want that.
Yeah, I feel like that. I heard it's really bad for you. You can die from that. But
you probably feel so nice.
That's what I'm saying. And like, I feel like I don't vape. So if I get a colonic, like those two will like cancel each other out and the colonic won't be so bad for me.
Speaking of shitting, like there's been this trend on TikTok where people are like trying like yellow dragon fruit because like it's like a natural laxative. Bitch, I found that out the hard way back in 2020 when I was working at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And I was like, all I ate for breakfast.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
I shit 8 times.
Yeah, I remember
during that shit. That shift.
You texted me in the morning. You said I ate yellow dragon fruit. I need to go home.
Yeah, it was not good, and every single shit completely liquid, and the seeds of the dragon fruit. Yeah, so I discovered that the hard way, but I just didn't post anything about it. I could have saved the world.
I remember reading that papaya seeds were really healthy for you, but I didn't realize why. I thought that they were like maybe rich in iron or something, and I ate like 10 huge spoonfuls of papaya seeds the one time I buy fucking papaya. Eat like all of the papaya seeds, everything. I ate everything in the papaya. And then I'm like, afterwards, I'm like, I'm going to read what the benefits are about it. And it's like, maximum only do one teaspoon of like papaya seeds because it is a natural. What is it called?
Laxative.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's supposed to like be like a parasite cleanse, but if you do like 10, it's like a natural like organ cleanse, so like they all come out of you.
Damn.
I remember when my friend in elementary school told me that her mom's ovaries fell. That they just that they just dropped. She said that it felt like, I think we talked about this in the podcast before. When we used to do it at home.
Your cyst.
No, not my cyst. No, not my cyst. My cyst didn't fucking fall.
You don't even have any more.
I don't know if I do.
Oh.
But I mean,
you're in like you're not going to the doctor era. You're like, no, not anymore.
I need an at-home ultrasound to check if I'm pregnant all the time and to see if I have a cyst.
Yeah, I think
that'd be so helpful.
Do you remember when you were like oh, like I think I should just get a skin picking tool, and you said that to Adam, and then Adam responded with, why do you think you need that? And you're like, well, you know how like they give addicts like just like a little bit of like a drug like just to to wean them off of it, and he was like, do you know how you sound right now?
It's called, what is it called?
Damage control.
No, not damage control.
Management?
No, it's called harm reduction.
Okay, same thing. Damage control, harm reduction. Those two words are like almost the same.
No, but harm reduction is a legitimate word within like the addiction community.
Yes. And then Adam said to you, like, are you hearing yourself right now? And that might have been like the best thing he's ever said in his life. That was so funny. Yeah, I'll never forget.
I have not picked up my skin in a hot minute.
That's good.
But evidently, because like
there's nothing just to pick. If you tried to pick your skin right now,
that's the point. That's what skin picking is all about. I start picking because nothing is there, and I'm like, let's create
really.
Well, like
I'd be like, I feel like picking skin would be like me trying like your skin. It would be like, oh no, like I can't even grab anything.
No, like that's
there's not even a pore on there.
That's why like having long nails also helps. That's another reason why I'm not picking at my skin, because having natural nails, I can pick at it easier. But like I'll like look at a pore and like I could have like one clogged pore, and I'd be like, I need to pick that, and then suddenly that turns into like a large wound, and then suddenly I have like 3rd-degree burns all over my face from like holding a lighter to it. I'm not actually.
Why don't you just ready? Why don't you just like rub like an oil on your face? Oil?
Why?
Apparently, rubbing oil on your face helps get rid of like
what
clogged
the fuck
pores.
do you know?
Because I looked it up just the other day. What do I know? I'm on my skin journey.
on your skin journey. I'm on my skin journey, not my skincare journey. I'm just like, I'm in the era of like replenishing, like of growing new skin every like however many weeks it takes
I'm trying to grow new skin. I'm trying to grow new skin.
You're in your reptilian era.
It's because when they took it from me, it was like I will never. I was like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life trying to grow new skin.
Era.
Yeah.
Your foreskin revival era.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, like to everybody who's like anti circumcision.
He didn't personally do it.
I didn't personally do it, and like people are saying online, like, oh, like they always tout it as a hygiene thing. It's mutilation. For me, it is a hygiene thing. My dick smells so bad. If I had more foreskin, like I feel like it would smell terrible. You'd be able to smell it right now.
Do you want that out in the public?
Yeah, it's funny. Is that not funny?
I don't know.
It's hilarious. You just laughed. I think that was so funny. I've been waiting for that one to say that.
Wait,
I said that to you in the car the other day.
We have like 5. I know.
But in front of Adam.
I chose to block it out. Like,
Yeah.
I choose to repress sometimes when you like. Anytime that you talk about you having genitalia, I just like block it out, and like it's like just completely like black in my brain. It's like
no, I want that out in the world. Oh my god, it's been. Please, I'll have anything out in the world at this point. Do you know how hard it was to get people to not watch last week's podcast? like to not even acknowledge its existence? Because, like, we called it, he didn't know he was circumcised. And I was like, fuck. And I put that whole story 5 minutes into the podcast. So you wouldn't really have to make it very far. So that kind of sucked. But, yeah, so if my siblings and stuff asked me, like, oh, it's like there a new episode of the podcast, I was like, no.
Did Jared ask about it?
Oh, I told Jared about it before. Because actually the night that we recorded the podcast, my parents had their friends over for dinner. And when I got home...
They're like, put it on the TV.
No, they literally said, they're like, oh, like, this is Jake, our son. Like, he has a podcast. And they're like, oh my gosh, really? Like, what do you guys talk about? And I was like... Jesus. Yeah. Don't look it up.
I think we have like 5 open stories right now.
That's the point.
Let me backtrack.
Do you think George Santos was the first man to ever use Rhode Beauty tripeptide lip serum at the Capitol building? George Santos, the one that got kicked out for being a drag queen.
Oh,
I think he's the first man to ever use. He made history.
You can't say no. You can't say that. You can't use politicians' names and just throw them at me. You need to give descriptors.
You were the one who told me that he was expelled from Congress.
No, say the drag queen that works in Congress that looks like the character from Lazy Town.
But he doesn't work in Congress.
Well, not anymore.
He got fired.
Right, but you have to say.
But his lips look amazing. His mirror message.
I did see.
He's like, I don't care. If this is what if the people of New York, of my district, see this as fair and congressional, then blah blah blah. And then he turned around and he took his lipstick and he went, "Fuck you."
You guys are just trying to get a sound bite. I know what you guys are trying to do.
He's like, I'm disappointed in my performance, but if this is what the judges see.
I'm trying to backtrack now. We were talking about shitting ourselves.
We went to
driving a
Doja.
Cat. Yes, but like, how did this all happen? That we suddenly got onto me skin picking.
Foreskin. My dick smells awful.
Buying an extraction. You need to go to a doctor.
It's obviously not true. It's just
I don't
funny.
know if it is.
Do I smell bad right now?
Well, I'm not.
Have I ever smelled bad too?
I'm not smelling your dick. What we were talking about? Extraction.
I had a
tools.
nickel every time somebody said that to me.
I'd have 2 nickels.
I have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
I said that yesterday when I was recording for you.
Every time that I've helped Nicole film an apartment tour.
Yeah, I'd have 2 nickels.
Okay, so routine. Okay, so we decided to go to the second night of the Doja Cat concert because it is something that I will splurge on. We are like 45 minutes into the podcast.
Are we?
No, 25. 45 minutes. I also exaggerate.
On the first story.
Yes, and still like going back. People who like have like a streamlined consciousness are losing their fucking minds and can't listen
I'm sorry,
to this.
everyone.
I'm not.
Neither am I.
I'm not, because this is how I naturally talk. Like, people are like, you'd be so fun to hang out with. You'd be so fun to, like, chill with. You'd be so fun if you were, like, my best friend. You really? Because this is what it's like.
I used to say, when people used
About
to be
me.
like, yeah, about you. Not, like, saying like, oh, my God, it would be so fun to be your best friend. But when people would comment and be like, oh, my God, being friends, like it must be so fun to be friends with Nicole. And then I would like literally be sitting at any restaurant and Nicole would be showing me 1,000 pictures of her cats. I was like, yeah, this is, yeah.
And you used to out loud tell me, you'd be like, people online think that it's fun to hang out with you.
I did. I've said it multiple times.
And I'm telling you right now, this is not fun. Or like, oh my God, Nicole, your apartment looks so... Someone left a comment that your apartment looks so fun to chill in. Is my apartment to hang out in?
No, it's just... I'm not allowed to sit on any of the couches.
No.
Like, literally, like, I can't touch anything in here. When I come here for the podcast, I walk into this bathroom, I sit down, and then when the podcast is over, I get up and I leave. I walk out the door.
I gave him a key, but he has to knock.
I have to knock. I also have to text her when I'm starting my drive. I have to text her when I'm looking for parking, and I say I'm looking for parking. I have to text her when I park. I have to text her I'm walking up. I have to text her I am here, and then I get the okay to come in.
What if I'm in the nude?
I don't know.
What if
My
I'm
life would be ruined. I don't think we could be friends anymore if I ever saw that. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
So we went to the second night of Doja Cat.
We went to a second night of Doja.
I feel like there was more.
And now it's a routine, and we literally have to go every weekend. So we're going. We're roadies now.
We're late to the Boston show right now.
Fuck.
I know.
Oh my. Pack it up.
Oh, we had to leave immediately. See, I told you there was a reason. We had to leave immediately. The lightning speed in which I had to get my like bowels together, like suddenly, like I'm suddenly hydrated, like Pedialyte is in me, and I suddenly had to do my makeup and my like outfit and hair and everything, and the lightning speed in which I had to pick you up because we had to see Ice Spice shake ass.
Because we fucking missed Ice Spice
the first night, which was the most traumatic thing. Like, Doja Cat comes on and we're all so excited. I'm like, wait, why are the visuals for Doja Cat?
Because the lights come down and we're both like, oh my God, here she comes.
Right, and there's like demon shit up on like the screens and everything.
And we're like, Ice Spice took like a turn.
Right, and I'm like, there's this strange presence here, and everyone's really, really like screaming and excited. And I turn around and I say to the guy behind me, I go, Ice Spice didn't come on yet, right? He goes, Ice Spice came on. I'm like
2 hours ago.
So like we're upset already at the start.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Ice Spice shaking ass was really important to me. I felt like I was at church.
Yeah, it was angelic.
I felt like for the first time, I had something to like praise, and I had something to like admire.
Nicole said the other day she was emailing Julia Fox about possibly doing a video, and she's on FaceTime with Adam. She goes, and she sent the email. She goes, I might pray to a God tonight.
That's how I felt.
I think she should make that into merch.
I felt like I was praying to a god when I saw Ice Spice.
That's beautiful.
Like, I had the biggest smile on my face.
Her arms were up too, like she was in church. She was like...
I had the biggest smile on my face. My cheeks hurt so bad from smiling. It was beautiful. And like we were all connected in that area for one moment because we were all praising the same thing. No, the same two things. Both of Ice Spice's butt cheeks. We were all fucking praising them.
I loved Ice Spice. Like, truly, I don't listen to Ice Spice's music that much. I just like, I mean, like, I like the most popular stuff. Like, truly, I love her most popular stuff. I just never like sat down and listened to her album. Oh my God.
The cutest girl in the world.
That girl can fucking rap.
She
like
came
nobody's fucking business.
She came on with a little purse on stage, like Pink Pantheress, and it was the cutest thing in the entire world.
Are you okay?
I'm just like wheezing thinking about Ice Spice.
I think more artists should come on with little purses because I like that it looked like she was ready to go at any point. Like she was like, could leave stage and just
I used to be a big crossbody girl, and I used to also be a big fanny pack girl. Like I used to only wear those. The more and more girls that are coming on stage with their little tiny purses like on their shoulder, I'm going to start walking around like that. Like while I am vacuuming my house, I'm going to have a little purse on my shoulder.
I just feel like it's like a never let them know your next move kind of thing.
Next chronically online girl video explains video, little purse in hand the whole time.
That would be so cute.
Yeah.
And then like you don't even say bye, you kind of just leave.
Yeah. And
that's like sort of what Ice Spice did. She was like, thank you to my dancers.
And I don't acknowledge the purse the entire time. I'm gonna do that.
Good idea.
I'm gonna do that. Watch.
I think everybody should be carrying the smallest purse possible at all times over their shoulder.
I joke around that Clementine has a purse and that she keeps her cell phone in it because I say that her
primordial pouch.
Yes, that's her purse.
Yeah.
I also
like a little kangaroo.
Yes. But once again, everything about like the Doja Cat concert, I can't emphasize, like if you have an opportunity to go, there's like literally like 7 shows left. There's only like a few more.
I know, but I think that she's going to announce a second leg. And then
I don't know.
I do.
She seems tired.
Well, I mean, the second leg can happen
she's hard on
in like
herself.
months, like months from the end of this leg.
Maybe.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Like it will be a 2024
Yeah.
leg, but it could be at the end of
She
2024.
apologized on her story afterwards and was like, "I'm so sorry, New Jersey, like that. I didn't like my energy tonight. Like, I apologize. I don't know what that was. That was like the best fucking show ever. I don't know what she's
Oh, it was
talking
amazing,
about."
yeah.
And everyone agreed. Like, I was like reading stuff on Twitter and people were like, "No, that was amazing." And she truly does love her fans. And she is just, it was the first night I was just like looking up at her and I was just like, this is the best. We both agreed that this was probably the best concert that we both have
Oh,
ever
this was
been
the best
to.
concert.
not
And that's why I wanted to go again.
Right. Not because we like Doja Cat, but because it was simply just the best, like,
It was high budget, high concept, high energy.
dancers,
Yep.
visuals, like
Everything.
You could hear her so extremely well. The dedication, like the interactions that she even had with like the audience, like genuinely an amazing dancer.
Yeah. Oh.
I can't suck her dick enough.
I know. And she'd be like, "Thank you very much."
Right.
Bent the whole world over and said,
Thank
you very much.
Yes.
Which was the very last line of her tour. Like, Tia Tamara was the second song, and then the very last line when she left stage, that was it. It goes, "Bend the whole world over and said, thank you very much." And everybody in the audience was like, yeah. I kept doing this. I kept doing my gay finger wag at the concert because that's like what I do when I really like something, and like it just feels right to me. Like,
Right.
Like, yes, I like doing that.
I fucking I'm still like not over. I still have to like process and
I'm very
think
glad
about
we
it.
went a second time.
Oh, me
Like,
too.
it was honestly so worth it. We had great seats both times.
Yes.
But the second time,
I have this written down in my notes. This is
wait, I do want to say something. Okay, before we get into this, because there is something that I need to talk about at both of the concerts. Like, what I didn't appreciate at the first concert was that I felt like she was trying to like convert me
to what?
straight.
You.
Yeah, do you remember when she looked at us and she said, "You motherfuckers better kiss right now" during Kiss Me More, and then we had to kiss?
Oh yeah, that was really scary.
I was really scared.
No, that was.
I was
fucking
really
scary.
scared.
That was honestly like in them, and I mean we did it, and that's like why we haven't talked about it.
I was like,
because,
is this
we
why-
had to do it, and like there was nothing that we could do about it because like it wasn't.
And Nicole used so much tongue. Like,
She said, "Use more tongue, bitch." She said that. And
okay,
she
but
said
like,
that.
but I like Nicole. Like, I didn't appreciate that as like a gay man. It was really scary for me, and like
it was scary for me too.
I didn't realize that you were inviting me to conversion therapy.
What's that?
Doja Cat conversion therapy.
Raise your hand if you were scared.
I was scared too. Exactly. It was really scary.
Who here was scared? No, Doja Cat did do a kiss cam, and then Jake and I were trying
like,
to get the attention.
so ready.
We never ever in our entire lives were like, we should
Let's
kiss.
kiss.
We have never done
But
that.
Doja Cat
In that
was yelling
moment,
at people to kiss.
We have never more in that moment been like, we're gonna do.
We're
it.
going to kiss.
We're
If
gonna
Doja
kiss.
Cat looks over here, we're going to kiss
We're gonna
for her.
kiss.
And Doja Cat will have witnessed our kiss.
Yes.
And I said, "Well, would Adam be angry?" And she goes,
No! Adam would be angry if I didn't.
Didn't.
If we got put on the kiss cam and
no, and like when we
didn't.
came back and we were like, "Oh, like we were going to kiss, but then we didn't," like, because, like, whatever. He was like, "Really? Like, y'all suck." Like, have some kind of story for me.
Right. He
Yeah.
was like, boring.
Yeah. He's like, "So the concert wasn't that good."
The second night, I literally wrote this note down with the most clackiest of my nails ever. I was like,
Yeah, it was like every first we were so close that it was so loud, but you could still hear the clacking of her nails hit the keyboard of her phone.
I was livid, and I showed this because I have a little section that says podcast in my notes app, and I showed this to Jake. If you brought your grandfather to a Doja Cat concert and you wore a blue off-white hoodie, fuck you. And I mean that with every fiber
you.
of my being.
Fuck both of you.
Oh,
Other trench coat man next to him too. Fuck him.
We're sitting there. Everything's fine. We're like in the last row of the first section. These people suddenly get kicked out in front of us, like of our seats,
Yeah.
of their seats. And we're like, oh, like what's going on? Tea, whatever. So then these two, I almost called them long because I didn't want to call them tall.
They were long.
These two
Lanky.
lanky white men come. One is in a trench coat, and then one is wearing a blue off-white hoodie. Not off-white as in the color, off-white as in the brand. That's an expensive-ass hoodie. I don't know how much, but it was embroidered. So if anybody knows how much that's worth...
It had like it looked like arrows on the back, like going in 4 directions, like
That's what the
diagonally.
off-white logo is.
Oh.
If you
tell us you're broke without telling us you're broke.
if you happen to know a long white man who went to
Had like a bowl cut kind of thing going
went
on.
to the Newark show, like kind of like dirty blonde hair.
With a man in a trench coat who had a beard.
Yes, and who happens to have a grandpa who's still alive.
Ancient.
In a wheelchair.
Ancient man.
With a very bald head. And has hearing aids. If you happen to know this man, let him know I personally said, fuck you.
Yeah, me too, because it was fucking distracting.
Oh my God. So they get put in these seats. And this poor little, I noticed immediately, these two older, not older, these two fucking adult,
Spoiled brats.
Yes, spoiled brats. They're like in their like late 20s, early 30s. These two men are not helping their grandfather from the wheelchair into the chair. Just only the employee, like the security is helping.
Props to the Newark people because
Right.
they were on.
Yeah, they were very sweet.
We got scolded.
We did.
I was
Right.
like, oh, they mean business here.
They do. And they were very nice for helping that old man like into his chair, but I was like, why isn't your own family member like not helping you?
Yeah.
And they clearly came together, and like I don't think it was that obscene of me to think that was their grandfather, but
Yeah.
did not help him. He had this like back support pillow, and oh my God, literally the whole entire time during the show, they're standing there and recording on Snapchat, which makes me think that they work for some sort of social media team or some like news reporting like type thing.
They
like,
also came like
late.
half an hour late.
Yeah.
Like not even just to like doors.
Yeah.
It was to Doja's set. Like
I don't think that they knew any
song.
or anything. They were simply just standing
The
there.
kid sat down like multiple
Right.
times during the concert just to like sit out because he just had no idea what was going
And
on.
the guy in the blue had two phones. I know
He did?
Yeah, he had a personal phone and I think he had a work phone. So I'm telling
you.
you, I think. Oh,
You're fucking Nancy Drew.
I was fucking on it. I read a lot
Yeah.
of Nancy Drew. I was on
No,
it.
and she noticed all of this out of spite.
Oh, I was pissed.
Yeah.
I had to
You're like,
keep-
I'm gonna find out every fucking thing about this
I
man.
had to purposely keep like telling myself, Nicole, just enjoy the show. Nicole, just enjoy the concert. Nicole, be present. Nicole, you know what? You have diarrhea right now. Like, try and focus more on that than this man.
That's like a little more enjoyable to think about.
Because I was so genuine, and I'm not a confrontational person. I don't feel like I have a temper. I'm not very angry. I feel like I'm a very calm and level-headed person. But in public, for some reason, especially fucking rich white men, I feel all the confidence in the world to be really mean to them, and it just like drives me. Like it
Yeah,
really,
I watched you slap him with words.
I did.
Yeah.
And my hands.
And your hands.
No, but he was standing there and not helping his poor fucking grandfather who was sitting there and trying to readjust his back pillow, and it kept falling through the crack. So I'm
Of the chair, yeah.
I'm helping this old man put his back pillow in the middle of fucking Tia Tamara.
Nicole was working hospice for this man. Like
working
essentially,
hospice.
like she was the nurse
Yes.
on
Literally,
call at the concert.
I was like, would you like a little bit of a wet sponge inside your mouth? Would you like would you like a lozenge to keep your mouth moist?
She's adjusting the pillow. She's like, "Is that good, sir?"
Are your bed sores okay? And like that's not being fucking mean. This man was
Nicole, you were
old.
very nice to help him, and multiple times I was trying to get you to just stop
No,
and be like,
I couldn't.
and be like give the pillow to the boys. That's what I was trying to do.
Because I got so mad because at one point I was trying to adjust it and he's like, no, don't worry about it, and he like taps his grandson on the leg and he doesn't fucking turn
Do
around.
anything. That was
he
fucked.
does not turn around. I was pissed
So right after that song, Nicole taps that kid on the shoulder
with
and goes,
my little acrylic.
"What did you say?"
I said to him, I tapped him on the shoulder. I go, is he with you? And he goes, And I go, he is literally uncomfortable and his back pillow keeps falling and he's trying to get your attention and you are not paying attention to him. He doesn't even like fully look at me. He just like immediately sits down and starts talking to his like grandfather and like immediately goes back on his phone. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You make me so mad. I literally had to watch this old man be like uncomfortable I don't think he wanted to be at this show. He was literally like on his phone and going into like the accessibility app and turning down his fucking hearing aids because it was too much for him. I was literally watching everything okay, this is the devious and like sinister part of me. I did try and take pictures and record the off-white blue man's phone, so I could see what his Snapchat name was, so that I could see what
so
company
we could message
he
him
worked
later.
for. Right.
And
So
be
that
like, fuck you.
I could see, because I was like, there's no, like, this guy, he can't be an influencer himself. It wasn't like interesting content. It was like just recording the show, which
and they took the longest, like, I'm watching them do it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
They were, that little wheel went around probably 7 times. They
That's
were recording like whole songs, not even like whole songs, and then in between songs, and then another song right after that.
That's what makes me think that they're social media.
So this is what I'm
like
saying.
Employees.
Like Snapchat or whoever is employing them, like, hire us to go to concerts. We don't have a grandfather to bring with us. Like, we can put our full attention into just being there and being in the moment.
Right. You're so right. Like, literally, the whole video is gonna be really shaky, and then you're just gonna hear yes, and then your little
Is that me?
Yeah.
You're fucked for that.
You know it's true.
Yes.
Your gay little
Multiple
finger
times I
wags
go,
getting into the
sing.
frame.
I do that at every concert. I love that. I love doing that because it's my goal at every concert. Like, and you know what? It might make me a pick me or whatever the fuck, but I'm getting that artist attention at a concert, and everybody knows
about
it.
you.
I know, but I'm going to. I'm a Leo. I'm allowed. And you know what? Sometimes it works out in my favor. Sometimes it doesn't. But most of the time, I can get like a chuckle out of the artist, or I get a chuckle out of the people in the crowd.
Who the fuck did you get out of chuckle out of the big ass stadium at Barclays? Who
No,
chuckled?
no. But when I went to Muna the one time,
But what happened this
multiple
time?
times.
What happened
actually.
this time?
Who gives a fuck? What I will say is that one time we went to a Bright Eyes concert, and I go, "We love you, Bright Eyes!" And everybody around us like fucking cried.
We didn't know
laughing.
who Bright Eyes was.
No, I've never
We've
been to a
never
Bright Eyes.
listened to Bright Eyes.
I've seen Alex G now twice live,
Okay, well,
and
I
I've never listened to his music.
saw Alex G outside my house.
But I didn't like go to see him at any places.
Alex
Like I
G
never
watched
bought a
me
ticket.
Park really bad.
Really? Mm-hmm. No, you thought it was Alex G.
If someone can confirm,
Was he going like this?
If someone
'Cause
can
that's how he
confirm
sings.
that Alex G has a doodle, like a black doodle, then that was 100% Alex G, because he lives in Philly. I don't know if he lives in my neighborhood, but if he has a black doodle, then that was Alex fucking G. But also, Alex G doesn't strike me as a man who would have a doodle. But anyway, but then again, like, actually, he probably is exactly the type of man to have a black doodle. So,
I have nothing to say about that man except for that his guitar player is so hot.
okay, whatever. Boring. Too much talk about men. Back to talking about men I hate. I hated that man, and so I tried recording his phone. I tried taking pictures of his phone. Apparently, I didn't get good enough photos and videos. Is that invasive? Is that really mean of me to try and, like, you know, potentially spy on this man and get information on him? Yeah, and oh, so what? So fucking what? Because he was a dick, and he treated his grandpa really badly, and he didn't help his grandpa back into the wheelchair. Security had to help his grandpa back into the wheelchair. He didn't readjust his pillow, and he was just an overall dickhead. And
Care for the elderly.
right,
Yeah.
why am I caring for your elderly?
Right. That was probably the most annoying part. And you know what? Had it happened like one time, I would have been like, whatever. And you know what? The kid was fucking tall. Okay? I'm a tall fucking person in my little fucking platforms. This kid was towering over me, and I could not see the concert. But I was trying to keep a positive attitude, and I did very well because I was watching the screen more at the second one, so I could see the screen like probably the entire time. Yeah. Anything else on Doja? It was a great concert.
I didn't cry to say so anymore because I'm on SSRIs.
Yeah, you were like really squeezing your face during the one video
I
that
was
you made me
really
take.
trying. I was really trying to get them out.
I almost cried during a few songs.
I do have written down that Kurtis Conner watched my video, and I found that out at the second Doja Cat concert at Era's Night 2. And I found out it was in like a Kurtis Conner video that it showed on the side that he had watched one of my videos, but he didn't stick around for the outro.
Yeah, which is really fucked
And
up.
that's really, really fucked up. So now we have a new title for this week's episode, which is I Have Beef with Kurtis Conner.
Ooh, that's good.
No, it might be even better for me to be like, I fought a man at Doja Cat.
Wait, I wanted it to be Doja Cat conversion therapy.
And what the hell does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, because she made us kiss?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and you said that was good at the concert, but I guess you lied.
Well, at the time, I didn't fight a man yet.
Okay. One thing I will say is Julia Fox was at the same concert as us.
No, don't fucking bring it up. I am in a big state of delusion.
Welcome
right
to
now.
week 3 of Julia Fox obsession. This is like the, what is it? It goes denial, blah blah.
acceptance,
grieving,
like,
whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in like the grieving stage right now because I fucking love Julia Fox. I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't talk about your goals or your dreams, your hopes, your manifestations. Like you shouldn't publicly. No, that you shouldn't publicly talk about them because people can put the evil eye on you and then like hope that you don't get it and stuff, and then bad things can happen. Like no one wants to get in the way. Like you're not supposed to do those things.
I just feel like that's bad mentality for like you.
I have this video idea which is coming out the day after this podcast is up.
You're releasing content like a mad woman. Good for you.
Thank you so much. Don't expect anything from me in January. No, I
deserve rest.
I had this video idea where I was going to be reading. You gave the idea to me about reading Julia Fox's book, and so I was like, "Oh my god,
we talked about
I can dress up as Julia Fox." So my managers, I was telling them this idea, and they're like, shoot for the fucking stars. Like, why don't you just message Julia Fox and ask her to
call Taylor up
and ask her to be in the video? And I was like, oh, you think? And they're like, yeah, well, she's doing a lot of press right now. It might be a really good idea if you guys read her book together. I was like, that is so fucking genius. I really want to do that. I would love to do that. I concocted this whole email. I sent it to like 10 people and I was like, do you think that this is good? And I was like, think about me, manifest for me, light a candle, pray for me, whatever.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers right now, could really use them. Julia Fox, unfortunately, did not respond. So my delusions, it didn't hurt me. It didn't hurt. But Julia Fox was at the concert. And if I was strong enough and a good enough person and just wise enough and used my psychic abilities, then maybe I could have ran into her and asked her in person if she would want to be in my video.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you would have come across very scary in that scenario. Oh, Julia! I'm a YouTuber. I swear to God, I'm a YouTuber. I love you. Oh my God. Do you want to read your book with me?
That's like when FouseyTube. Okay, the average person would not know this, especially you, but FouseyTube went to some party and Drake's dad was there, and he
did that to him.
He asked Drake's dad to be in like a thing, and then his dad was like, all right, like he will or something like that. And then FouseyTube was 100% convinced that Drake was going to show up to FouseyTube's like live event, and he like FouseyTube promised to everyone that Drake is going to show up to this live event in LA. And
that was you on the podcast last week. You're like, video coming out, I'm reading Julia Fox's book with her.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so sometimes it's funny to like live in your delusions because then you have stories to tell. Mm-hmm. And like I was thinking about all the other times that like my managers told me to be delusional, and like it's happened quite a lot. Like the time that like they were like, hey, you have a pretty good chance at like becoming like one of Cody Co's producers. I planned my whole life. I was like, I'm going to move to LA.
Yeah, I remember.
And I'm going to be Cody Co's producer. And I was like, I'm going to fucking live in his house, probably. Like, with Kelsey and the dog. And I'm going to live there, and I'm going to help him produce. And I had, like, a fair shot at it. And then what the fuck happened, like, 2 days later? COVID. So, in an alternate universe, I'm living in Cody Co's basement. And I am producing for him. Not like I could have my own place in LA. Like, I have to live with him.
Do you think you would have been, like, happy?
In a different way, yeah. Aww. I'm happy that this is the universe I'm in, but this just was not the first time that my managers encouraged me to be delusional. And I like that because it gives good stories then. Like, I don't get that disappointed when the things don't actually come to fruition. Yeah, I think it's funnier.
The story's like, so like I tried and then it didn't happen.
Yeah. And I'm okay with it. So like this time around, it's like, just hit Julia Fox up and then, it didn't work out, whatever.
Just call her up.
Oh, I have in my notes that when you and I went to New York and Adam was taking us to dinner, you said, where is Daddy taking us tonight?
And I said it so gay. I was like, so where's Daddy taking us tonight? Did you hear that a man streaked on It's a Small World at Disneyland?
I don't think about men.
So you didn't hear?
I did. It was Drew Phillips.
was like totally fucking naked.
Was he totally naked?
He was totally naked.
Oh,
and like people are like LMAO, it's a small world. You could have picked a better ride.
Oh, I didn't know that he was totally naked.
Oh, he was completely naked. So it was not Drew Phillips. We were dispelling that rumor. Also, another thing.
It was Kurtis Conner. It was Kurtis Conner. Kurtis Conner didn't watch
Kurtis Conner.
He didn't watch the outro of my video, and he got naked on It's a Small World.
It's not funny. We don't fucking joke about
I
that.
think it's pretty fucking funny because they both had a mullet.
I don't like that thing that you just did with your eye.
Oh, blinking?
No, that's not what that was.
I want Timothée Chalamet on the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No.
Why?
Because he shouldn't be around children.
What children is he going to be around? Oh, like True
Like
and Stormy.
yeah.
Why?
Because he's a sharp object. I've said this to you before.
He is a sharp object.
He is a sharp object.
That man is fucking.
He has too many points on him for children. Like he would need those corner protectors that people put on their counters.
Chalamet is Kiki and Kylie Jenner is Booba.
Booba. That's so true, though.
No, they are Kiki and Booba.
Oh my god! But can we talk about I'm really a Kylie Jenner apologist because
I don't know if you should say that.
why?
I don't know.
I feel like has Kylie Jenner actually done anything
might have.
terrible? I just feel like I just feel like she's lied about having lip filler.
No, I feel like there might have been like child labor somewhere sprinkled in somewhere around there.
Okay, can I be honest?
She made Stormy work in that fucking blush. That blush, Stormy did a
She
good
was
fucking
testing
job.
on children. Stormy. No, but I will say, okay, is that like the worst thing that she's done?
I don't know. I'm not a fucking. I don't
Okay,
keep
I'm
up,
sorry. I don't keep up with the Kardashians like that. Was that what you were about to say?
No.
Oh. What I will say though is that I think Kylie seems like a nice person. Like truly.
Yeah.
And Kendall Jenner is a lesbian. Polly Ann Marie is such a beautiful name for a baby girl.
Our friend said in a group chat where she's like, we should do Pollyanna. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is West Philly coming up with new terms for the polyamorous community?
And Adam goes, I don't know what that means. And I was like, it means she wants a big relationship with all of us for Christmas. Polly Ann Marie. She did suggest that. And you know what? And everybody, I basically was like, no. And then Adam was like, oh, but can we all go to the dollar store and buy dollar things?
He really wants that.
And I'm like,
he never had
you know
that
what?
experience.
Perfect. I have so many resin ashtrays that I'm trying to get pawn off to people. So, surprise!
I have so many coat hangers to give out.
Yeah. Did you leave that in your video? I only made it 17 minutes in.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Coat hanger giveaway.
Not that makes it sound like
Have you
no context.
Have you ever been out of space in your bag?
In your bag?
In your bag? Have you ever been out of space in your bag? Well, have I got the thing for you? Extra large Nicky Nasty blue tote. Buy one now.
I didn't know where this was going.
That's my little infomercial,
Thank you
an
so
hour
much.
into the podcast.
Yes, I do have tote bags out, the winter edition. So if anyone wants
Winter
to-
edition.
That's what they're called.
It's blue.
They're winter.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, what was the first one?
The original. Don't talk to me until I've had my gun.
Your gun. Did you say that to me earlier in the week? I think you did. Yes.
Did I?
Yes, you did. Don't talk to me until I've had my gun.
Okay.
That's so fucked up.
I have this really genuinely awful, sinister trait about me. And that is that I always talk about wanting a gun.
Yeah, you'll be like, what do you want for your birthday? She's like, a gun.
I'm like, oh, do you need anything before I go?
I'm running to Whole Foods. Can I pick anything up for you? A gun.
If you search up a gun in my text messages, it's an
every
insane
text.
amount. And Adam keeps saying, Nicole, please stop saying that. You need to stop saying that. It's really hard being a person who is very pro gun control in a very pro gun society and wanting to make gun jokes but being shamed for it. It's very hard because it is genuinely a huge part of my personality to say I want a gun really badly.
A few months ago, my dad did ask us if we wanted to go get our license, our gun license.
And I was like,
and you were like, yeah, I do. So
there is nothing about me that actually
Should
genuinely
have a
wants a
gun.
gun because my head tells me, and I've been telling this to people the whole time because a lot of people have told me oh, you live alone, you should have a gun. I fear that if I had a gun, I would accidentally wake up in the middle of the night and accidentally shoot one of the cats.
And it would be Cowboy, let's be honest. Oh, Oh yeah, the other day Nicole goes, they developed a shot to make cats live till 30. Clementine's gonna live till 30. And I go,
Clementine.
what about Cowboy?
And I had a perfectly good explanation for it. Cowboy is gonna live like till 30, but like out of spite and sheer luck. Like he doesn't need the shot for that.
I said that he was just gonna have like a shitload of near-death experiences and always come out alive.
Right. No, that man is so healthy. Like, I can't possibly imagine that he feels bulletproof. Like the sturdiness of him.
I tripped over him today. That was the densest object to trip over I've ever felt. And he's a cat.
He's really, really solid. Like,
is he the one that weighs more?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And Litter Robot will now tell you, like, which cat is shitting.
Based on the weight?
It needs to analyze the data for a little bit longer.
Wow.
I think it's, like, taking a couple weeks. But I can't wait to just
quite
get
the
notifications, be like, oh, your big fucking cat, your big fucking fat cat just took a shit. Because it's like, oh, yeah, it's the heavier one.
It's the heavier one.
But,
And what else?
I think I've just been thinking about my gun.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like me before my gun.
I don't remember why I wrote this.
What?
I hate a can you do this for me ass bitch.
Because I asked you for like one favor in my life and you said that to me.
I'll let you say your famous line.
Oh, never. I said this the other day because we were out to eat with Caleb and G and Adam, and they're like, what did they ask you? How tall you were or something?
I think so.
And I said, no, how old you are. Yeah. And I said, you know what they say, never ask a woman her name, never ask a woman her age, her weight, or where she was January 6th, 2021. That was, and everybody said that was really funny.
We were on the phone together, January 6th, 2021, and we were both like,
and I was like, did you get here?
Or like, I don't have really good service.
I'm standing on the corner of wherever,
really
whatever
loud.
the corners of the roads are at the Capitol building.
Try using the Find My app.
Yeah.
You might find me there.
I'm like, I'm sending you my location. Did you bring your gun? Do you have one for me?
Oh, okay.
No, I can borrow one from someone else. That's fine.
You forgot? Oh.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It's just that, like, last time that you needed a gun, like, I brought one for you.
And we're not wearing makeup today, right?
Are you wearing...
you put on the tribal, like, warrior stuff again?
Are we wearing an Abercrombie skirt today, or no?
I wore mine.
Wait, are we bringing our backpacks today? I hate a can you do this for me ass bitch. I hate people who ask for favors. This is the most natural way to
I think I asked you for something very normal too, and that's how you responded. Like I was like, oh, would you hand me?
Because I'm like,
would you open my Prime energy drink?
Being born as from a single into a family, being born. Having a single mother...
I don't believe you.
If there's something that having a single mother has taught me is that I can do everything myself. I don't need someone else to do anything for me. I can do everything on my own. I don't need a man, and I don't need anyone else. And so when I ask you, can you do something for me? Just know something's wrong. Like, something's deeply wrong. And if you ask me, can you do something for me? Something's really fucking wrong with you.
No, because Nicole won't ask, can you do something for me? Instead, she will invite me over to her house and have her entire living room in disarray and be like, you can't be mad at me. And then that becomes like what I have to do for the night. Like, it's like, oh, I'm helping Nicole.
You're starting to sound like Adam. Adam had to establish a rule that no moving around furniture past 8 p.m.
You broke it. You demolished it.
He's like...
You know what? Women break glass ceilings every day, and you broke the glass ceiling of literally scratching your furniture around the floor at midnight.
It was after a few, like, months of me living in this apartment and me, like, rearranging stuff, and he goes, can we do something? He sat me down. He's like, babe, can we do something? Like, can you just be open to this idea? And I'm like, yeah, anything. He's like, I'm done drilling things into the wall past 8 p.m.
I'm done. You're like...
And I'm done with this relationship.
Breaking up with me, and then he goes, drilling things into the wall at past 8 p.m. And you were like, no, please, anything else, anything, please, don't do this to me. Just break up with me. Just break up with me.
It would be easier.
It would be easier, yeah.
Yeah, that shit hurts, because that's my most creative time. All my videos are made at night.
Yeah.
All my homework used to get done at night.
It's true. You made me come over here at 7 tonight, and then we started the podcast at like 8:30.
If anyone knows anything about anything, don't tell me.
Oh yeah, because I had all these speculations and like theories about like everything that happened in the Doja concert. Like I was like I think like the bloody girl like represents like how she was like beat the shit out of in the industry, and like how she's like been like coming new. And Nicole's like researching all of it, and she's like, oh no, like it turns out it's. And I said to Nicole, I was like, stop researching. I just I like what I want to believe. like I don't want to know.
I don't want to know anyone else. Their thoughts. I don't want to know anything else. And I'm done taking in information. No more new information. Genuinely, that's really how I felt. Like in like 2021, I made a lot of videos where I was like, I have nothing left to give to the world. I have nothing left to add to the world. I have no more information to give. I have no more information to receive. I have said everything I've ever wanted to say. And looking back, damn, I was
Damn, were you
depressed.
suicidal?
I'm like, really, damn. Like, I said that in,
I have
like,
nothing left to give to the world.
every single video I said that. I was like,
Wow.
I have nothing left to provide. I was like 21. Like, girl, get a grip. Like it's okay. Like, life goes on. Like, the world is still spinning.
I feel like that
Right now?
all the time.
Oh, well, maybe it's time to stop the bi-weekly therapist visits and go back to weekly.
It's not going to happen this month. He's like so busy.
Time to get back onto microdosing your SSRIs. Who's your top Spotify artist again?
Mine?
On your Wrapped, yeah.
The Japanese house.
Oh, that's right. I had women on my top 5 this year.
The Japanese house is a woman. Actually, all of my top artists were women. Every single one.
I notoriously
have only men.
Yes, I never have women, but things have changed. This year I had women, and this year I have actually listened to a lot of women. I have listened to I have gone to many concerts with women. What are you looking at? Why are you scared? Are you scared because I'm talking about
I just stopped listening to women. We switched. I stopped listening to women.
I had this problem where I only listened to music that was made by men, and I didn't even realize it until my friend Mike called it out, and he's like, damn, I only listen to women. I was like, damn, I only listen to men. I just realized this. I'm done with that. I'm a fucking huge Sabrina Carpenter stan now. I love her because Jesus was a fucking carpenter. Huge Ice Spice fan. Huge Doja Cat fan. Huge... I was going to say...
Well, Kim Petras?
Yes. A huge fan of so many different women, and now I have, they're on my Wrapped. And I'm just like, it's crazy because I'm just like better than everyone now.
It's true. You've now, in your mind, women are finally equal.
I beat the misogyny allegations.
You did.
Thank you so much.
I listen to pretty much only women. Just because I can't listen, well, except obviously like I listen to John Mayer sometimes. Not as much anymore.
What happened?
I don't know. He hasn't had any new music. I actually really hated his last album too.
See,
I told you about
you're
that.
going into the step into a right direction, like hating something that a man has done. Like that's really good and
Thank
big
you.
of you.
I'm healing. Nature's
That's
healing.
good.
No, but I think one good thing about me, if I can toot my own horn, is that I have a critical lens of things, even if I really like them. Does that make sense? Like, because I can fully say, like, I love Kim Petras so much. I can fully say that, like, one body of her work is not good. Or, like, at least not as good. But, like, I can still appreciate it for what it is. Does that make sense? Problematique. It's, like, not my favorite album ever, but, like, I can acknowledge, like, what like that era.
What would you like me to do for you?
Here.
What, give you a pat on the back? Because I'm not doing that.
Why?
No, I'm not doing it.
A handshake?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Here's something Nicole never said last week. So I actually did start to listen to the Julia Fox audiobook. And Nicole never said, literally, possibly, quite honestly, the most iconic first line of a book ever written.
Why do you think that if I read a whole fucking book that you think I remember the first line?
Because this is so fucking iconic. Julia Fox goes, identities have been changed to protect the innocent and the guilty. And then she's like, thanks, Dad, for making me write. And also, don't read this book. And I was like, when I heard that, I almost fucking crashed my car. I was like, nobody else should be writing anything ever again. That is so fucking iconic. Do you understand? And the way that she said it.
Why are you surprised about, like, a woman being, like, iconic?
I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised you didn't say it.
Oh.
You wouldn't know iconic if it fucking hit you in the face.
Okay.
I'm putting that in like the first like few seconds of the podcast.
Okay.
But then I'm gonna like delete that out of the actual thing so nobody ever like hears it. They're like, where was that part?
Yeah. Good idea.
We should start doing that. We should just make shit up for like the beginning bit and then never like have talked about that at all.
And I did fall in love with my twin and we did get married. Gianna tagged me in a TikTok video that a girl like married her twin. And I just still don't know if it's like real or not. And that she didn't know that was her twin and that they fell in love and they got married.
Maybe it's like twin flames.
No. She said she showed a picture of them both in the sonogram. I don't know.
In the sonogram?
Yeah, like their baby photos, like in the.
That literally could be anybody. like those could be any twins. I'm sorry. I did see something that was like, when they show pictures like that, it's like, nobody knows what we're looking at, right? Like, right? We can all agree. We don't know what's happening on the ultrasound.
No.
I'm like, oh, nice.
We really should wrap it up because I do need to show
How
you
long
Big
is
Mouth.
this?
Really long.
1 hour and 20 minutes? That's good.
That's cool.
I'm keeping most of it, too. It's good.
Okay. You can take out like the quiet parts where I'm like,
Thinking about your grandpa.
my
Your
dumpy.
dead grandpa.
Don't put that.
They did do Squid Games. I don't actually give a fuck about the Squid Games. Let me know if a woman won. If a woman won, then I'll watch the show.
Why don't you figure it out yourself?
Because I'm not going to watch. I'm not giving Netflix my money for another
You
Squid
don't have
Games
to. You can
thing.
literally just Google, did a woman win? Look it up.
Did a woman win? Yeah, they've won like a few times.
Oh, okay.
Papa.
Bye. Have a good one.
Bye. See you later.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
See ya. Ciao. I don't know. What they say.
See you later. Bye. See you. Bye. Bye. Later.